最後の発表はオンラインになりますけれども、すべてりな先生、ご用意いかがでございましょうか。
Hello、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
聞こえますか？
聞こえます。
Hello from rainy Sofia. I'm really sorry I cannot join you in Lisbon this year. I will start my presentation in a second. First, once again, thank you for having me and thank you for giving me the chance to present at the conference. And I would like to thank the EAJRS board for giving me the chance to be in St. Petersburg last year. So once again, I'm really sorry I cannot join you in Lisbon this year, but hopefully next year we'll see each other live. So I'm the last person to present at this conference, so I will try to be quick so we can join the General Assembly after that. Moving from Japanese art, moving from ukiyo-e to Japanese language and university education. Dr. Hristova is my colleague from Sofia University. We were really happy to host the conference in 2019, and we will be happy to host it once again, hopefully. So let me start my presentation. I will share the screen now. Is it okay? Can you see it? 見えますか？
はい、見えますけど、
How about this one? Is it full screen? Do you need full screen? Is that better?
フルスクリーンにはなってません。
まだですか？ So I will try once again. I'm sorry. How about now?
はい、バッチリバッチリ。
Okay. So once again, thank you for having me, and let me move on to my presentation. It's dedicated to creating resources. And what I have done is I have created a course on Japanese prefectures at our university, Sofia University, St. Kliment Ohridski, Bulgaria. So just a brief presentation of our university, although you have already said a few words at the beginning of this session, and also Dr. Zhivkova presented the university. Still, it is the oldest university in Bulgaria. It was founded in 1888. And when Bulgaria was still a socialist, or should I say communist country, in the late 60s of the 20th century, in 1960s, Japanese language was offered as evening classes, evening courses at the Sofia University. That was the beginning. At that time, there were no Bulgarian teachers. I'm sorry, there were no Bulgarian educated teachers who can teach Japanese. All of the teachers were Bulgarians, but they were educated in Russian. Until today, Sofia University, Japanese department at Sofia University is the only institution in Bulgaria offering Japanology, Japanese studies at all three university levels. We have bachelor's course, master's course, and we also have PhD students. I'm really happy to announce that this year we will have more than 15 master's students. And as far as bachelor program, we offer, each year we welcome over 35 freshmen. I'm responsible for them. So this year we will have again more than 35 young people wishing to study Japanese studies. A little bit about the very department. I'm not seeing the slide very well, but okay. So we have produced over 350 specialists in Japanese language and culture. That's one of my points. And we have produced a lot of book translations. We have implemented numerous projects, and we have a lot of academic publications. However, Japanese studies at Sofia University is not a mere Japanese language course. There are many courses dedicated to Japanese literature, culture, history, and society. And our team consists of specialists who are specialists in economics, in Japanese law. Personally, I have a PhD in sociology. So I came up with the idea that the curriculum at Sofia University needed a new course dedicated to Japanese prefectures. So I named it Japan Up Close, Prefecture by Prefecture. What's the aim of the course? It acquaints our students in depth with the main administrative territorial unit of Japan, Todo-Fuken, how it was historically formed, contemporary image, what's the relationship between prefectural government and central government in Japan, and also the specifics of each prefecture. Some more details about the course. This is an elective course, meaning it's not on the program 100%. Students can choose whether to take it or not. It's aimed at first-year Japanese studies students, bachelor students, in their second term, when they have already gained the Japanese language proficiency of N4, some of them N3, once per week for 90 minutes. And if they choose the course, if they take the course, they get credits. I thought that the curriculum at our department lacked something that should serve as a link, as a back between different courses dedicated to literature or history. So I came up with the idea of this course through geography to link all other courses. It's very difficult to change the existing curriculum at university. The idea of a whole new course has to be defended, and important people, professors, have to vote. Both department and faculty, at department and faculty meeting, they have to be fully convinced by me, by the program, that there is a necessity for this course to exist. And why I thought that it was really important to have the course. This course is needed to complement and contextualize the language skills of students. Especially during their first year, they start with the Japanese language, they gain a lot of knowledge. But through knowledge about prefectures, about geography, about different names in Japan, they manage to practice the language in a very meaningful way, and it's a very rewarding way. Also, I thought that this course would be a good starting point for studying the development of social relations in Japan. I'm a sociologist. Later in their years as bachelor students, master students, they do have courses dedicated to Japanese society, but they have to start from a certain point. So this is the basic course on Japanese society, should I say, which is taught during their first year. It's not mere geography. we try to find links, and together with history and literature courses, lay the foundation of their future, not as mere Japanese language specialists, but Japanologists and understanding Japan. And I'm really trying to link the information about each prefecture to certain historical events or to certain writers that were born in the prefecture, and this gives the student the whole picture. So the resources I used for the course and the very course design, as I have already mentioned, 15 weeks, 19 minutes per week. This is Nikoma. Usually in Bulgaria, that's the length of university course. And of course, in Todofuken, I dedicate some more time on Kanto and Kansai because of their importance. Also, I give detailed information on each prefecture, but again, I would like to stress that I'm not just presenting information on statistics. I'm trying to make students think, see the bigger picture, make links in their minds, and continue thinking about how different prefectures are linked to history or to literature after the class. I use maps because all of you know prefectures do not, I'm sorry, the way they look today, they didn't look like this from the beginning. Also, I use NHK. They have a great collection on videos dedicated on different prefectures. I use local media, prefectural websites, or local newspapers. And then, as I already said, I try to link that information to the other courses my colleagues teach. Famous writers born in certain prefectures, or politicians from a certain prefecture, or art that is typical for a certain prefecture. And then very interesting, since our students can receive scholarships through Mombukagasho or other kinds of scholarships. Some of them go to Japan for a year or to study. Usually they are seniors that come back from a certain prefecture, from a certain university in a certain prefecture. They present and give information on certain universities, not only the famous ones in Tokyo and Osaka, but just also universities. For example, we have a student that went to Hiroshima this year, which is very interesting. It's not the most famous university, but still it has its own positives. So this is another point that I would like to make. For receiving information about Japan, they can also make a wise choice about their future studies in Japan. So what happened in it's still this academic year, but we will have another one starting soon. So last year we had this elective course chosen by 28 out of 33 first-year students. Unfortunately, teaching was conducted online due to COVID. I was using the university platform Moodle, and I was mainly teaching through presentations I have prepared, through PDF files and videos. As far as marking, as far as exams, they had one test, multiple choice closed test, ABCD test. They also had a final exam. They made group presentation dedicated to a certain region, one of the 8 regions of Japan. And they also had their own project, personal project. They prepared, or should I say created, a brochure of a prefecture they liked. here are some of the brochures. They really did their best. They managed to understand what are the main points of each prefecture, main characteristics. This one you can see is dedicated to Wakayama. It's written in Bulgarian, and it's also aimed at Bulgarian tourists who would like to visit Wakayama. Also, we have Miyagi, and also we have Kanagawa. And this is a very, very ukiyo-e brochure one of my students made. Okay. And once again, to the importance of resources. For the creation, for the design of the course, of course, I used a lot of resources. I already shared with you. I found online. I contacted some prefectural governments. There are some organizations and so on. But I decided that it's high time for me to create a resource that can be used by my students. Why not by students all over the world? So I decided that after designing and teaching this course prefecture by prefecture, and also I designed a course on Japanese labor market. I have also been teaching ethnography of Japan and characteristics of the Japanese family. I decided that I can think and probably I can publish a textbook that includes short interviews with residents of each Japanese prefectures, and also, of course, information on the prefecture and on the characteristics, and also some applied sociology simple tasks for students to work on. Of course, it will consist of 4 to 7 chapters dedicated to each prefecture. It will not serve as a guidebook for tourists. Once again, it will be a textbook. And once again, written in English and Japanese, it will be aimed at Japanese studies students. So this is what I'm working on at the moment, and then most likely next year or in 2 years' time when we see each other, I will be able to present this textbook to you as a resource. And I remember last year I was talking about dictionaries. There are not so many dictionaries in St. Petersburg. Again, about resources, there are not so many dictionaries, Bulgarian, Japanese, and Japanese Bulgarian dictionaries. And I was encouraged by some of you to create a dictionary. But to be honest, after that, I did research again, and I decided that probably instead of a dictionary, probably this textbook will be more useful to students. Yes, that's it. And I hope that next year I will be able to present the ready product to you. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready for questions.
どうもありがとうございました。何か質問のある方はいらっしゃいますか？皆さん大丈夫ですか？
And of course, if you have some valuable information on prefectures, you can share with me, or data on prefectures, or somebody I can contact. I will be very thankful to have that. Thank you.
会場の方からは何も質問がオンラインで何か来てますか？なさそうですね。それでは、イバノバ先生、どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you. Thank you.
これをもちまして、今年の EAJRS の発表の部は終わりになります。皆さんどうもありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。